So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video in which I'm going to be revealing for the first time the exact amount of money that I made on Skillshare, how much money I'm making per month, how much money I made last month, how much money I was making when I started out. And we're just going to go through like an informative journey on what I changed throughout my time on Skillshare and how I just exponentially grew my revenue ever since November of 2023, which was just the point in which I tweaked some strategic approaches and it led to just an exponential increase in revenue, watch time, and all that stuff. Now, before we dive into actually the screen recording and before I reveal those numbers, let me just give you some context so you know what to expect. All right, so I've been a teacher on Skillshare. I've been teaching on Skillshare for about 3 years now. And during those 3 years, I've been with this platform through its ups and downs. So during COVID, right, during quarantine, Skillshare was just booming. It was growing as a platform exponentially. Then when COVID stopped, people stopped consuming that much content from Skillshare, so they had to cut down some of the revenue of the teachers, and everything is reflected in my earnings again, which I'm going to reveal to you in just a second. Now, as I was creating more and more courses, the staff on Skillshare viewed my stuff and they really liked it, so they invite me to join a community of rising teachers, if you will, which is just a private community of teachers on Skillshare that perform great. So I joined this community and I'm currently inside this community in which they share trends, they share tips, tricks that I can help creators and teachers grow. These exact tips and tricks and many other things that I've learned through trial and error on Skillshare is exactly what I share in my one-on-one consultation calls, one-on-one coaching, if you will, with course creators that want to generate revenue from Skillshare, want to generate revenue from Udemy, and just want to turn their thoughts, their passion into profit. So this is exactly what I can help you achieve. These numbers that I'm going to reveal to you right now are the numbers that I will help you achieve on a one-on-one basis. So you can check out the coaching call in the link below. And now enough with introduction, let me show you exactly my stats on Skillshare and my profile. So we're going to start with the profile. This right here is a profile. As you can see, I don't have that many followers, just have like 1,300 followers, which aren't that many, just an about me section. And then we have the courses. And all of those are the amazing assets that generate me income month and month and month in and month out, right? So I've got many AI courses because AI performs just amazingly on Skillshare. I have a thumbnail editor that edits the thumbnails and the thumbnails look just amazing. As you can see, these are some of the new courses that I have. So this is a new course with 500 students. This is one of my most popular courses with 1,600 students. This is a new course I uploaded yesterday. It just has 4 students. But again, 300 students here, 300, 700, so a lot of students. Then I have some guides on YouTube, right? How to grow your channel, video editing in Final Cut Pro for YouTube. So mainly I teach AI, I teach video editing. I have this online course masterclass in which I teach just someone how to create a course in just 7 days, a content creation masterclass. And keep in mind that all of these courses are cross-uploaded in Udemy and are bulk uploaded as masterclasses in Udemy. So I also generate revenue from Udemy. Then these are some of my older courses. I used to be like very, very interested in drones, GoPros, videography, all that stuff. And those courses, as you can see, have just been like improving and performing amazingly. You see 800 students, 800 students, 600 students, 800 students. This course almost has 1,000 students, my Final Cut Pro guide, right? And then those are just my like the most old courses that I have. Just this was my first course, a course in lenses, absolutely trash. The information was good, but just the course was just not good. Right, so this is my profile, pretty basic. I've created a lot of courses, right? I've been doing this for 3 years part-time. So I usually spend like 2 hours a day, monitoring the numbers, creating more courses, scripting more videos. I usually spend 2 hours a day. So I'm doing this part-time. I know that if I was doing this full-time, my numbers would easily be double. So let me show you the exact page with the earnings and the revenue. So this right here is a page. As you can see, the total amount that I've earned throughout those 3 years in Skillshare is $20,200, right? With 11,000 students and almost 500,000 total of premium minutes watched. So I got like 400,000 minutes and 101 great reviews. And what you will realize is that for many years I wasn't like making like almost any money on Skillshare. And this is just when I discovered those tips and those tricks that I share in my one-on-one calls. This is just when I exponentially grew my revenue. This is the amount of money that I made like this month, $2,400, which is very good. right? And those are the days in which you pretty much can see like how many minutes, how many premium minutes your courses have been consumed. And because on Skillshare you get paid based on the amount of premium minutes that you accumulate per day. So for example, you can see that yesterday it was a chill day. I had like 1,400 total minutes across all of my courses consumed. So this reflects to about, I think, $60 yesterday. So it's pretty good. You can see it in weeks, you can see it in months. It's like the beginning of the month, so still March is kind of chill. In general, the online course marketplace and online courses boom during December and January. So always December and January are like the hottest months. You can see that October, it's when I switched and when I started implementing those tips and tricks that I teach. And then in November, I grew my revenue to 34,000 minutes, then 47, then 55,000 minutes. February also 51,000 minutes. It's just an amazing performance. And now March, we've just started, and I also uploaded just one course. So I think that March will end somewhere with like February at $2,400, which is very, very good again, right? So you can see it in weeks, you can see it in days. Those are the number of students. I average, I think, in 35 students per day, which is good. You can see in months. In January, I had like 1,300 new students, which is crazy, right? And this is like every single month, the statements of Skillshare sending me income. So the adjustments that you will see are $100. As you can see, almost in all months, it's $100. And this is just a policy that Skillshare has, which if you are a rising teacher, like one of those top teachers that Skillshare has, and you gain one positive review per month, they give you a bonus of $100. And because I've gained like positive reviews for months, they've been giving me $100 bonus for many, many months. This month, I had like $200 adjustment because they also gave me a $100 bonus to buy some gear, which I asked for, which is very cool. Referrals, I usually don't have that much money from referrals. I had one referral the previous month with $76, which is really good. But again, the big amount of money is here. And as you can see, again, I have this shift right around like September to October, in which I almost doubled my revenue. Like from $900 in October, I escalated to 1,700 and then 2,400, 2,600 consistently. And now I also had like 2,400. So I'm doing more than like $2,000 months for months now. And again, this is like one of the realizations that I had and one of the tips that I implemented, which just grew my revenue. But let me show you something very, very interesting. And this is where it gets cool. Let me show you the first months, right, on Skillshare. Check out how many months it took me to earn my first $100. So first month, $2. Second month, $9. Then $3. $22. $21. Like $13. $15. $35. $64. $44. $60. $47. $51. Right? So for the first year, for a year, I was creating and uploading courses, and like it took me way more time than it takes me now to create a course. And for the first year, I was creating courses, and like I didn't surpass $100 per month, which is crazy because I was working like insanely hard, but I just didn't have the information that I know now. And it's crazy because my students, after the coaching goals, they like have $100 months after their first month, after their second month with one course. And it's crazy. It's just like I didn't have the information back then. All right. So the first time I understood how Skillshare works was on March 2022, which I made $151, but like $30, as you can see, were for referrals. So I made like 121, which was insane for back in the day. Don't get me wrong. Then April, 292. May, right? Watch this. May, I made $500 for the first time. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel real. Then right here in October and September, I partnered up with a marketing agency. And just my revenue exponentially grew, but it alarmed Skillshare because they thought that it was a suspicious activity. So they didn't let me partner with this marketing agency anymore. So in November again, my revenue chilled, 300, 400, 300. And for a year, I was again like 300, 400, 300, 300, like 400. Then I made this realization in April of 2023 of how again Skillshare works and that you should upload bigger courses, more quality courses, right? So then I grew my revenue a bit, 700, 800, 600, 700, 900. And then I made another switch in my mind. I changed some strategic approaches, and just revenue is looking great this month, and it should look great in the next months to come. So this is pretty much it. Let me show you something else. So this is like the earnings of all of my courses, but if you want, you can check out individually every course. So let's check this course, for example, right? It's called using AI and ChatGPT to create and scale a personal brand, right? So you can see that those are the individual minutes that this course has accumulated by itself. So you can see that it usually averages at around, let's say 400, yeah, about 400 or 500, right? But you can see like individually this course, how it performs. And in February, it just performed amazingly. And in March, it is expected to perform as good as it performed in February. You can check out the students here, all of these students. You can check out the reviews. I don't think it has any reviews yet. No, it hasn't. But for example, like just a tip that I could give you is that if you want your course to perform great, it needs to have many positive reviews. For example, this course right here it has been going great. And if we go to reviews, you can see that like 83% of people said that it exceeded their expectations. They absolutely love this course. Like I'm extremely pleased with the course. It's a literal cheat code. This guy's a natural teacher. Like they really, really, really like love this course, and this is why this course performs so good. So ladies and gentlemen, this was the revenue breakdown on Skillshare. Let me know if you want to see my Udemy revenue breakdown, and if you want more tips and tricks, what videos you want me to create, and I will create them for you. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to hop on a one-on-one call with me to help you achieve the same results that I've done, click the first link in the description and let's go. Thank you very much, and I'm going to see you in the next video.